Our next guest is what I call him the big man on campus. He is a man, and by the way, when we were in Nashville, every single person knew who he was. He may be one of the most successful person here. Hopefully you had a chance to network with him. And let me tell you something, this man knows business. So please welcome to the stage from Nashville, big man, Big Mark. Come on here, buddy.
Thank you.
So, you are extremely successful. I remember we met in Nashville, everyone knew who you were. And
I was with Paulie.
yeah, you were with Paulie, but everyone knew who you were. So, just so people put it in perspective, because this is a pretty big interview, because you've achieved a lot of success, so I'm actually very excited. And I remember when he came in, and you just kind of came in by curiosity. I don't think you were in there in the morning, right?
No, I didn't want to listen to Paulie.
Yeah, no, he pretty much showed up an hour before we do our thing. And he's like, all right, I'm in. And then he walked out. He's like,
Didn't even take notes.
yeah, that I noticed.
I noticed you noticed that.
Yeah, so you sat ninth row, first seat to the left. So what is it you do for people so they have a better idea of the empire you've built? Because it legitimately is an empire.
I like coming on last because I get to hear what people need. I just got out of prison on Sunday. I do prison ministry for Kairos.
Well, I thought you said you just got out of prison.
Yeah, I did.
Wow, that was convenient with Megasucces.
And success to get out of prison. And our mission there is listen, listen, love, love. And I use that through my business. Instead of talking a lot, now of course I lost my voice, so I do talk a lot.
Oh. You want to compare what I've done with my voice?
I know.
That's what I thought.
But I like to listen to what people say and, naturally create the product for that. Everybody here has a great product. I mean, you guys are all great entrepreneurs as you are. But nobody seems to be able to get the message out. You want to be on a bus tour? That's great. You're going city to city. But what about the people you left behind? I didn't develop, brother developed it. But a way to get off my hat. You know what? You touch it, you own it. You pay for it.
How do you put it?
That's why I'm not touching your book or anything like that.
Howdy.
I'll get it off of Charlie, who's coming into Nashville next week.
Do I look ridiculous, or let me see?
Well, I originally started out with real estate people. I wanted to create a real education system that taught you how to buy houses, how to save money, how to do 1031 exchanges, all the things that like Flip Vegas doesn't do. That's like Jersey girls with hammers.
Right. You know, the problem is that the get-rich-quick TV infomercials have actually made it seem like property investing is easy, but it's not. And it just made it seem like, yeah, you buy a house for $100,000 and you sell it for $200,000. And they forgot they got the closing costs and the carrying costs and the insurance. And even on some of these infomercials you see on Facebook, where they come in and say, look, I just walked away from the bank from a closing with like $400,000. Well, they didn't take out the cost of money and the carrying cost, because they don't give you a separate check. They just kind of lump it in.
And it's fine to make just $20,000, but do that 5 times a day. You can do that 5 times a day. We do it all the time. And
how many properties have you done?
Well, thousands. I mean, back before 2008, we did thousands personally. I built 750 duplexes in Lehigh Acres, Florida. I proud myself by being the one who brought Lehigh Acres and Cape Coral and Fort Myers to be the most decimated city in the United States.
Thank you. That's where I live.
That's
really appreciate that.
Well, I brought the cost of your house down. You should owe me about $3 million.
No, it's back up now, so.
Well, that's what I mean. I brought it down. You bought it.
Yeah, because there was a part of where we live. There's a lot of little canals, kind of like Venice thing, and people were buying plots of lands from anywhere between 5 to 15 to 20 to 30, and then it became for 100,000.
So your thing here, though, what it did for me, is talking to all these people and seeing that. I talk to girls who in South Africa, they have dress, they're They make dresses, and other people are nurses. But they don't know how to get the message out. They're stuck in South Africa. I mean, they're stuck in Hawaii, even Hawaii. You think how beautiful it is. But they're landlocked, or waterlocked, I guess. I give them a avenue to have their own 1-hour TV show. I can give everybody in here a 1-hour TV show, basically, to broadcast your products.
So it's kind of like you have a good idea, you have a good product, you have a good service, nobody knows about it. And so how does having a TV show, you know how when people automatically gonna say, I don't know, I'm not like JT, it's like, they make it seem like it's, I can't do this. Even though I used to stutter, and even though, my first radio show was not the best, I mean.
Well, my company was Global Real Estate Education Network, but I also coined, before Gene told me to get a .com, Mentor with Millionaires. Don't look it up yet. I own it, because before Gene got it.
Hold on. Do you have a .com?
I have a .com, man. I have a .com. I learned from green.com is what I have now. But being here, I'm going to start mentoring with these millionaires, and I want to create a TV show, 24-hour TV access for anybody in here who wants to
get their message out.
Get the
How many
message.
people like to be on TV and get their message out, right? Now, by the way, here's a funny thing. Let's just say nobody watches your TV show. It doesn't matter. You'll make more money because you're on TV, not because they watch the show.
That's right.
I'll give you an example. I hate this example because it hurts me. People say to me, I had a radio show for 4 years. But what I did with my radio show is I first started, and this is exactly on TV, the idea was called Foreclosure Talk Radio. The idea was to brand myself in foreclosure as a property investor. It was the most boring show because you talk to people like, oh, I'm losing my house, fantastic, but it was boring. But I'd get more clients because I'd say I'm the host of Foreclosure Talk Radio. But after a while, how many shows on foreclosures can you do? So then what I did is I changed it to the JT Foxx Show, and then I'm able to get other guests, and the bigger I guessed I went, then I went to other guests, and for like a period, I got bored of doing it, and I did the same show for 5 weeks in a row. Same show, repeated it, replayed. And you know what people said? Oh my God, your show gets better and better every week. And then I realized that nobody was listening.
Well, the problem
But they
is,
said, well, I do business with you because you're on the radio, and that's what that TV platform can do.
yeah, but your face, well, not yours, but if you have a face for radio, well, there you go.
We're really gonna go there right now?
No.
That's what I thought.
But listen, get your brand out. This is the way to brand yourself. You got your own TV show. And geez, how can you do that on the cheap? So get your face out there. Get your brand out there. I told a lot of these beautiful ladies out here, geez, be on TV. I have a radio girl in Nashville, Michelle Moore. I said, Michelle, you're gorgeous. Get off the radio. Get on the TV,
Yeah, and because TV is and now especially with TV, it's not just TV, it's the medium of going online, it's the sharing content. We keep talking about it too. Your job is to build the credibility, which is why we've been talking about media, magazines, podcasts, radio, newspaper, because you just have to understand. So you have 2 entrepreneurs, one's on TV, one's not. Which one is, 2 coaches, 2 speakers, 2 attorneys. You have to say, what do I have that other people don't have? So let's take it as a property investor. You've done over 1,000 deals. What did you have that other people did not have?
I just say yes. You want to buy my house? Yeah. Yeah. I'm the fastest buyer around. Now, I'm not the fastest payer. After you say yes, and then you start negotiating down after that. But,
Unless you're dealing with me and Damien, it's negotiating up.
Oh, well, I sell up. I negotiate down.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Well, the crap you probably do have. You got my hat on. I can't think without my hat.
That's comforting.
Yeah, that's good. What was the question again? I feel like Gene Simmons or Charlie, actually.
No. If you're Charlie, you'd be on the floor right now. I'd be having a heart attack. So the question is, what makes you different? For example, what made you different, stand out than everybody else?
Actually, my partner is a genius at auctions. I mean, he makes more money when I'm away than when I'm home, so I leave a lot. He thinks I'm on vacation today. He said, how's your vacation? I said, yeah, 5 o'clock in the morning we're here and we leave it after midnight. And I can't talk. So I used to do a lot. Now I just really concentrate on the school, building the school, building this new, since I got here, Mentor with Millionaires. That's my passion. I'm done buying. I'm too fat to be fixing toilets again. Forgive me, but I fell off the roof more times than I care to explain and hit usually on my head. I don't do that anymore. I pass, you build your team, and that's what we do. We build a team and we pass that stuff off to somebody else. Now, I am negotiating on, so I like larger stuff. I got a guy who wants to build 14 acres in Bahamas. Yeah, I'll go there because I love to sail. I'll just shoot it. If I can find things around the water, I'll be doing that because I just want to do everything from my sailboat. And by being on here, I'll get a bigger sailboat. So
you guys want to be on TV? That's the man you got to
That's
talk.
it? 7 people?
By the way, even if you are unsure, and just just before you know how hard it was for me to come out as Braveheart yesterday? I'm not shitting you. I mean, it's outside my comfort level. It's not what I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I know I did. Believe it, I saw the footage. And I was backstage practicing, and then you got makeup, and then I was saying it over and over, but there's one factor you can never account for. 1, 2,500 cameras, okay? And 2, Mel Gibson next to you. I tell you, because, and also, you guys have seen the footage. How bad was I at the Ice Baby 2 years ago? You know what I mean? How did we do yesterday, right? And even Vanilla Ice said, I'm not kidding you. It was, and that's the thing. I was uncomfortable. I had a bit of fear because if it messes up, that shit goes viral. As the Vanilla Ice thing, people still bring it up. But we killed it, and that's the preparation. And so even if you're afraid, it's not going to hurt you to talk about how to.
Well, I met that girl, Katerina, a couple of days ago, and she says something about being unreasonable. I said, I love to be unreasonable. She said, wow, that's great. You got to be out there. Even my partner says I'm non-compliant. Be non-compliant. I mean, everybody else is going this way. Go that way.
Well, that's why the successful people are still here, while the losers are at home coming up with excuses why they cannot do things. And then they're always like, next year. Every time I hear people, next year, next year, next year, never happens. You know what? Because next year will be the same problem as this year. They'll just have less money than they had the previous year. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Mark, give him a round of applause.